push comes to shove, just to keep things tied up, there's a sense of security in losing our minds. Just the clouds laying on top of each other, they're 2 or 3 deep, that's why they're dark that way. I never cared about the light of day now. When the sky makes tears, it's just the rain on her face. Saying, roll on through the hard times, but just a man myself. Roll on through the hard times, just me and myself. Just me and myself. I used to own a porch swing, and from there I judged my neighbors quite evenly. We used to communicate quite infrequently, back when a handshake stood for something. We're passing headlights in a tunnel, we're going nowhere. Now we just shake hands just to make ourselves feel a little less guilty about it anyway. Roll on through the hard times, but just a me and myself. I'm not picking up anything you're dropping off now. Our transmissions are jumbled on the page. Be a bit more direct when you're cursing at me, 'cause this guy can be such a fickle thing, and all they're doing is prolong through the hard times. Just a me and myself. Prolong through the hard times. Just me and myself. And if there's a heaven or a hell, then forgive me plenty. Heaven or hell, then forgive me plenty. Heaven or hell, then forgive me plenty. 'Cause the sky with no rain will take all of us. Will take all of us away. 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 Take all of us away. Take all of us away. Hey everybody, we're the Anthony Wayne Vibe. We are here at Promotion Studios in downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. This is called Problems I Borrow.
Hey everybody, welcome to Live from Market Square. It's a great day here on Market Square. I'm Gray Fox McCall.
And I'm James Gilly. We are down here, like you said, on Market Square. This is the Promotion Studios on Market Square. This is the Wednesday night live from Market Square. Today we have some great guests. We have Daniel Perez. He's out of Hollywood, California. He'll be on a Zoom call. The stream is going to be a little bit different quality because we are bringing in a Zoom call today, but it's going to be still a killer show.
Sucking them megabytes.
Oh, definitely. And we also have Chris Long, and he will be our performing artist tonight. So, Chris, why don't you take us away?
All right.
St. Louis wrong, down to New Orleans. Them old small brands, they get me low. Go to Mississippi, roll down your AC, pick up the cash, back off the table, get out there and slow. Little wrong, go to Mississippi. Coastline, black water Johnny, catch my breath, out of Wilton and Logie, go to Mississippi, swamp rat six, snaggle to the ground, our kings in the day, make a show the way. Mississippi. It's a dangerous game, loaded with loaded dice. Look if you walk away with your life. Look outside alone, they don't lie. On the hood of Mississippi, in the middle of the night. In a gambling band, they're St. Louis wrong, down to New Orleans, got all the king to come along. Go to Mississippi, little wrong. Go to Mississippi. Mississippi.
Chris Long. We got people all over the place today. We're doing something a little different than normal because we have someone far away that's going to join us in just a little bit. And I hope.
Yes, definitely.
I hope definitely. That's what's happening.
Definitely.
Chris Long, wow, that was pretty good. Chris was on my radio show a few months back, and it's good to see Chris again.
Chris has been a great client of mine. We've been working together, I don't know, I guess going on 2 years now, maybe longer. Let me see here. I'm sorry, not in frame here. But yeah, it's been a great.
Get out of the frame.
It's been a great relationship.
Keep your distance.
Hey, it is what it is. But let's bring on Daniel and see how he's doing. Daniel, is he on? Hey, look at him. There he is. How you doing, man? Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
there you are.
I can hear you. How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're hanging in there. So, tell us a little bit about you. Now, you're in Hollywood, California right now, are you not?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So what do you do out there? What do you do?
So I'm actually a film student at LA Film School out here. outside of that, literally, I do videography for work. So a lot of like narrative stuff. I've shot 3 short films since I've been out here under contract. So it's been pretty cool actually being out here in the middle of it all.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. Hey, Ben, can you turn up his volume out here?
Yeah, we need audio bad.
Just a smidge up, please. Say hello again for me.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
can we do that again? I don't know if the people at home heard that, but can we get that from you one more time?
Yeah, say what you just said one more time for us.
What was the question again?
Who are you and what do you do?
No, so yeah, I live out in Hollywood, California. I'm a student at LA Film School, and for work, since I've been out here, I've been fortunate enough to actually be contracted for a couple short films. So I've been lucky enough to make a living, per se,
Well,
so
that's
far
cool.
being out here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. What's the current project that you're working on right now?
We're actually working on a psychological thriller. We're in the funding stages. It's called Cut Off. It's about a schizophrenic that's cut off, living in the woods off the grid, kind of a thing. So
Gotcha.
that's the current project.
It does take a schizophrenia to live off the grid, I think. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it does. And so what do you do with when you're finished with them, like being in the position that you are now, where does your work go and how can these fine folks watching right now benefit you?
Oh, sure. Obviously, viewership is good. So that'd be a huge help. If anybody wants to check out the movie, The Note, that'd be great.
How can people, where are those located?
So you can actually find it on our Facebook page.
Oh, cool.
At the movie The Note. It'll take you to our YouTube link. I believe it's also posted on the Facebook page. So we made it really accessible to everybody to see it.
Now you helped film that and direct that, correct?
Yes, I wrote it, directed it, and I kind of DP'd. I shared the role of DP.
Gotcha. Now that was the guy that was on here last week. Him and him were shot that movie
Oh,
together.
Rip,
Yeah,
not
Rip.
from Yellowstone, Rip. Yeah. How
Yeah.
cool is that? Yeah.
Yep, he was
So-
our main role. So
Now
he was
talk
really
about
cool.
your relationship with Rip. What was talk about that for a second.
Sure. Well, Rip and I actually met a couple of years back on another short film project. He was playing a vampire. I don't know if I could say much more than that because I don't know whatever happened with that film. But so when we came up with The Note, we actually had somebody completely different casted for his role.
Oh, wow.
And we ended up running into last-minute issues with the actor, and he backed out while we were traveling from Hollywood to Tennessee. So Rip was actually casted in our travels, and a week before our first day of shooting, Rip learned all his lines, and as far as I'm concerned, he did a heck of a job. It was amazing. But
And how
yeah,
long
Rip
is this
a-
piece? Like, how long is that? Like, how
the
many
movie-
lines
without
did he? I mean, is it a like 20-minute film? Like, how many lines did he
Yeah.
memorize?
It's a 16-minute film, and he's in a good portion of it.
Wow, good for him. I can't even remember who's on the show from time to time. Good for him.
That was the one. That was the video that we watched last week, which I think we still have it. We pulled it up, and we could actually watch it real quick if
Sure.
you would like.
Yeah,
So
let's do that.
Let's check it out.
Cool.
Hey, Grammy. What's this? No. This belongs to your father. When your dad was about the age you are now, he used to dream of being a famous songwriter. He was always walking around the house singing his songs. You're so much like him. I am? Yep. Especially how you're always walking around the house singing. Hey, I think I have an idea. And I want to see what you think. What if you wrote one of your songs in this book? You could write it in there and surprise your daddy with it. What do you think?
I love that idea. But With my dad?
I think he would absolutely love anything you write because it came from you.
I'm going to work extra hard on it, and I'm going to try my very best.
Oh.
I mean, I think one of the biggest advantages is this week we got to hear it. We didn't hear it last week. That's a pretty powerful little story.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And how did you guys come up with this again?
So it was for a class project where we needed to come up with a screenplay. And my mom called me while I was trying to figure out what to write and told me that her and my son found an old journal from when I was a kid. And right there, I came up with the idea of, what if we had, a son come across his dad's journal, maybe a music journal or something, and, he wrote lyrics in it, and, him and his dad come up with a song. So it's kind of based off of, real life events.
That's crazy. So it's almost like it's a different it's a notebook. It's a cool story.
So,
Yeah, thank you.
what's it like to be out in California, Hollywood?
Probably a lot warmer than
Probably
it is here
warmer,
right now.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
How's the film school though?
Yeah.
What's your degree, or what are you going to be doing, or talk to us
Sure.
about your career path?
Well, so the program is a bachelor in digital cinematography. So I guess technically I'm going for a cinematographer, but they teach you, a little bit of everything: directing, producing, location scouting, every aspect of the job. We get to dabble a little bit of it. It's a wild ride for anybody who's ever considered film school as an option. It's definitely, you're more in it for the networking. The professors will even tell you that. Like, the degree is nice and all, but it's really about who you talk to, the friendships you make, and because it's amazing the people that have gone off to do the projects and stuff that came from our school. So I'm excited for the opportunities that I've gotten since I've been here. It's been really cool.
So what are you going to do with, what's next for you? What's your next milestone? A couple years, 3 years? What is the next thing you're working toward?
I'm actually working towards, I've given myself 5 years, but I'm trying to get to a feature-length film with even a super micro budget of $200,000-300,000. Like, that would be great, at least to be taken serious enough that people would be willing to trust me with their money to tell a story or to show a story.
Right.
Yeah, I say it's very hard to, put it all together from start to finish, and getting the financial aspect side behind it too. It has to be really tough. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of film production going on locally and obviously all over the nation, really. But coming out of film school, I'm sure that's going to help you get more plugged in. How many more years do you have there?
I'm actually done in 11 months, so just under a year.
Nice. So
Good
you've
for
already been doing
you.
it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm almost there.
Right.
I just don't think people we hit the remote and we watch, we
Movies
talk to
and-
Alexa, play this, now. And you just don't realize I guess the doctor and lawyer is the same way, but you just don't realize what all goes into it, to make a production, until you do something like you're doing or we're doing or whatever. But yeah, good for you.
It's definitely it's a tough industry to be in.
Cutthroat too.
Definitely. And I guess you're also learning distribution channels and everything along those lines to getting movies out there to the public, getting them in theaters and streaming and everything else. Now, do you think streaming is really taking over everything?
I think streaming's where it's at. I don't know where we're going to go to next as far as the industry and the availability of entertainment goes, but right now streaming is king for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to a lot of industries with the streaming platforms and stuff. Do you like that? Do you like that direction? Do you think it makes it more your product more accessible? I know I don't know how you recoup money that way, but does it make you? Do you like that method?
I do. I honestly like that like you were saying earlier, how everybody likes things instantaneous.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go looking for things. You should be able to go to YouTube and search for something and it pop up, or Google. We live in an instantaneous society now. So
Right.
I like that it's out there for everybody to see.
I definitely think having everything just snapping fingers, where everything's going towards. Definitely.
Listen, I remember when the Walmart closed at 6 o'clock, and then it went 24 hours, and now we get everything on demand.
Right? Exactly. That's the way it rolls now.
That's why nobody's patient anymore.
Nice.
Those days are over.
But for you, that's a great advantage. I didn't even think of that YouTube. You could monetize that on YouTube and recoup some of your money that way. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Good for you.
Now,
If it gets there.
we have another clip of that of the note. Let's go ahead and pull that up and watch it real quick, and then we'll come right back to you.
Okay.
So get out the spotlight, 'cause it's my time to sing everything out of me. Keep wondering out loud just what I'm about. Should I be silent in this confinement, or should I be free? Oh, don't bite your tongue, that's a big mistake. Start living for today, life is what you make it. I got a feeling that is so hard to define. Turn me loose and set me outside. I might even wanna hitch a ride. Feel the wind on my skin and it feels fine. It's my time to shine.
I need the fog machine. My hair's not thick enough. That was Rip. No, I'm sorry, but I just noticed that while we were watching that. It does make a difference being able to hear these videos, because even this now makes sense what we were talking about last week. So thank you for allowing me another opportunity to experience your work. So how can folks get in touch with you? And you ask a really good question. Or do you travel? Do you work on other projects? Will you collaborate with other people?
I will collaborate. I will travel. I'm pretty easy to work with, so I'm open to creativity and hearing what people have. And shoot, I may even finance somebody's project. I don't know. It just depends.
Oh, well, that's cool. Well, hey, I got a couple projects we can talk about. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So how can people get in touch with you? How can people find you? That kind of stuff.
The best way right now, honestly, is you can reach me through, it's at Daniel Shoots Videos. That's on every social media platform. That's the best way.
Okay.
Daniel Shoots Videos. That's pretty cool.
Are you on
Yeah,
IMDb or anything like that?
I am on IMDb. If you search the Note or the social rideshare, I've been on a few different projects. I should come up there.
Nice.
Cool. So how many projects have you done, do you think, in your career span thus far? And how did you really get into it?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. So I've probably done 5 narrative projects, and then I can't tell you how many music videos I've shot, but that's how I started, actually, was music videos.
Oh,
Gotcha.
cool. That's cool.
We've done a lot of those too, so I feel you.
Wow, full circle.
Yeah.
Everything's full circle. Well, thank you so much. That's pretty cool. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time and letting us into your world for a little bit. Keep us updated on what's going on.
Yeah, and everyone out
Awesome.
there, contact him. He is for hire.
Everyone, right now, at one time, contact him right now.
Contact him right now.
Right now.
He is at the LA or the Hollywood, what's the school called?
LA Film School.
LA Film School out in Hollywood, California. So you know he's serious. You know he's the real deal. He's going to come out in 11 months, and he's going to be ready to work. So give this guy a call and get him hired. And
Yeah, Daniel Shoots Video on social media.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Daniel shoots video. Perfect. So, anyways,
Thank you,
Daniel,
guys.
yeah,
Thank
you
you,
for being
man.
on the show, and thanks for letting us share some of your content that you've done. And we'll continue to be in touch with you. And if you're
Sounds
ever
good.
back in the 865, you got an 865 number. We know you're from Knoxville. Right?
I am.
If you're ever back in this way, please give us a call and
Talking his business.
come down to the studio and check it out.
Maybe
Definitely sounds good. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.
He probably ghosted you. He probably just used one of those ghost numbers so you couldn't call him back. That's what he did.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what he did.
I'm sure. I'm
No,
sure.
I'm just kidding.
I'm sure.
So this past weekend was pretty cool.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. You invited me out to the Groove in the New Year.
Groove in the New
Groove
Year.
in the New Year. There's a lot of fun. A lot of great artists. I was so
Yeah.
excited about Janine Fuller. And man, that lady, woo!
She's
got
pipes,
some
man.
pipes.
She's incredible. And there's
and some
shiny
soul.
pants. She's
Yeah,
dancing.
no. And then when the braids come down, honey, watch out. But you
definitely.
had some great talent on the stage.
Yeah,
and,
so Anthony Wayne Vibe, he was the guy who was on the stream this morning, or right
right
before we
before.
started. He was the first artist, and then we had Janine Fuller, and then Mellow Soul, and then the Griefers, which is a local rock band here, finished out the night. And I'd tell you what, it was a great night.
It was fun. The energy was good. The energy was great, and the artists really, you could tell they were into it. They put a lot into it, and you know, you're missing it if you're not going to live stages, because these artists are working their butts off. But
Constantly.
the energy was great there on Saturday night. I was proud to be there. Great lineup, great people. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
And then this weekend, Friday night, we have an event with Blackheart Productions at Beard and Brickyard. It's 4 rock bands and about 11 hip-hop artists.
Nice.
The show runs from 7 to about 2 a.m. And then on Sunday, we have another 3 artists. We have the Griefers, Belfast Six Pack, and Skyway 61 at Ridge Runners in Oak Ridge. It's going to be another killer night. That show runs from about 7 to 10 as well. But, you know, since we already have a great musical guest in the house,
Right?
Chris, why don't you take us away for another track?
All right. It's called Wooden Nickels. I've made my share, worn out penny. When a tax man comes, don't get to keep many. I've had gold, I'll ride fool's crown. It broke and shattered, it hit the ground. I'm a wealthy man, made a fortune, that's true. Mostly wood and nickel. Baby, I got you. And a pirate's treasure. There blooms and jewels. Didn't get to keep. Wasn't in the room. Had stacks of cash. Some of it was mine. I'll play so tight. Took it every time. And I'm a wealthy man. Made a fortune, that's true. Mostly wood and nickel. Baby, I got you. And I seen that mansion on the hill. Wooden nickels won't buy, won't do one wheel, won't sell my soul. Heaven but my means. Wooden nickels and you. Baby, that's all I need. times got hard, I gave them away. Less fortunate than me, would a nickel save you? Baby, that's all I need. Would a nickel save you? Baby, that's all I need.
Let's do a quick commercial, and then we'll bring Chris on for an interview. We'll be right with you in just a second.
Don't go anywhere. Don't you love it when things are different and live and
Yeah, you never
anything
know.
can go wrong and the
Well,
wind
yeah.
changes direction and this don't work again. And
Yeah, well, right before the stream, the computer crashed, so when it crashes, we have to reload and everything. It's just a
I
process.
just don't understand why they, at this point in our lives, that everything else can be the way it is. Why can't they make a computer that won't crash?
Who knows? I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I tell you what, though, the studio has been absolutely working.
Maybe
been
it's just
crazy.
tired. You're working it to death.
It's been crazy,
It's
man.
a beautiful studio, though.
Yeah, like every night this week, we have an artist in from Atlanta. His name is Nate, and he's incredible. And he's an up-and-coming artist. And then, he's signed with Ken Stokes out of his management, his record label. And it's incredible. The musicians, we've had so many session players coming through here. The sessions are running from 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. Yes, this studio works 24/7 hours around the clock.
Love it.
So if you guys do like to record, if you are a musician, you need a recording studio, please contact us. We have really great rates. We can work to your schedule and make it all happen. So
Obviously.
yeah, obviously. So hey, let's bring Chris on and talk to Mr. Chris.
Chris Long, man, welcome to Live from Market Square. Thank you for the tunes.
Thanks for having me down.
Yeah, Chris, where did it start for you? Where did you come into this business?
Oh, I came in through my dad. My dad played music the whole time I was growing up, so I was always around bands, and just it fell into place naturally, I guess you could say.
Was your dad a professional musician?
No, he played about every weekend, but it was he did the local circuits and did the cover band shows type things, but we still traveled all over the place and played, and so semi-pro, I guess you would say.
Yeah, gotcha. So now you're out of Kingsport, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tri-Cities area. What's the music scene like up there?
Some of the best musicians in the country, in my opinion. We have so much talent up in the Tri-Cities area.
You almost set up in East Tennessee, didn't you?
I almost set up in
You
East
almost
Tennessee. I
set up in
forgot
East
I'm still in East Tennessee.
You know, we
up-
think we are East Tennessee right here. You know that, right?
Up where I'm at, it's like East Tennessee, like Knoxville's like West. You know.
I know. Yeah. But you know, you're up there in the birthplace, near the birthplace of a lot of good music, and you know, I've always said that it runs downhill from up there. I mean, I think you're up next to music god country.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bristol gets that title of being the birthplace of country music, and it's where that big bang. But Tennessee in itself is just such a home for every type of music you can imagine. And then, I for some reason or other gravitated toward East Coast rock and roll when I was growing up because that's what I loved. So I didn't really fit in our area for the traditional types of music, but it was. But yeah, we have such great music up in that area down in here. There's just so much wonderful music around. Just get people out to come support it. That's the key.
Well, and how long have you been? How many years have you been doing this? Have you been in the business? How long?
Oh Lord, I think I had my first band at 15 or 16, and then But I've only been doing the songwriting thing and pursuing that for about a decade now. So.
Yeah. Well, it does seem like that over the last little bit, even in the last 5 to 6 years, it seems harder to get people out.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And for you, what is one? Speaking of that, I love talking about the venues. What's one of the best venues that you've played?
Oh my gosh. There's a bunch of them. I mean, I've played the Bluebird. I've done that. Didn't know what I was doing when I did it because I'm not a country person, so I wasn't familiar. But that was an okay venue. I love venues where the people are listening, where they come in and that's the key. They want it. You can tell your story about the song, and I really like the listening room in Pigeon Forge. Puckett's is a wonderful venue. That's a great place to play. To just do a full-blown show where you're playing covers and your own songs and stuff, I mean, there's so many great venues we have. And East Tennessee, Jonesboro Barrel House is a wonderful songwriter venue. That's and I do a lot there. It's a good venue. They're all good. I can't. It's hard to narrow one down, I guess.
Yeah, it's good to hear how other people think of venues, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the venue, it's like the bartender and everything. I think the venue has if it's an establishment, has a personality. The venue itself has a personality. I think it speaks to people differently. It makes a difference in how you enjoy the music, just like you were saying.
That's very true. If you go into a venue and it feels stuffy, you're stuffy before the show starts. But if it's a nice venue where it just has that atmosphere where something amazing could happen, or
you could relax and be yourself before you even get started.
That makes such a big difference. Is you're comfortable when you're on stage, and the shows are different. You're comfortable, the crowd's comfortable, everybody's comfortable. It's a good time.
Now, would you consider yourself a storyteller that sings songs or a songwriter that tells stories?
Oh, you would ask a question I don't know that I could answer.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, you have a theory of that, though, don't you? I mean,
I'm a historian, so I teach and tell stories all day. That's what I do.
Yeah, you're a history teacher. Yeah.
So, in a way, I'd like to say I'm a storyteller that sings, but then at the same time, I love breaking into songs about alligators that have absolutely nothing important to tell. It's just about an alligator. Why I do that, I still don't know. We ask that question every time I'm down here, is why I write swamp music, and I have no idea.
Right.
But wait, you're not from the swamp.
No, I'm from coal mine tobacco country in Southwest Virginia.
Mother of God, what is wrong with you? Now the plot thickens. What the heck is wrong with you? What inspired that?
When I was growing up, we didn't have MTV and stuff. I had my dad's records. And so Creedence Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty.
Oh, yeah.
And I just loved that type of music. And when I started writing and getting out playing my music, I started noticing that feel with some of the songs and just jumped into it and just naturally went for an alligator for some reason or another. They're just fun to write songs about.
That's crazy.
Right.
And have you been to this? Have you experienced these songs that you're writing about?
A few of them. Mostly more like Carolina type swamps, like down around the coast, outside of Charleston and stuff. But as far, I've yet to make it to New Orleans, but one day I'd love to. I'd love to get down in Bayou Country and just see it. And who knows, maybe that would start writing songs about penguins or something. The way I write,
or the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, I'll go down there and start writing songs about the mountains.
Write songs about bears, right?
Songs about bears. There we go.
Yeah, we need a few more songs about bears.
So you have how many records out? You have like 5?
9.
You have 9 records
Yeah.
out.
Get it right. 9.
Yeah, 9. How many songs are on those? Like 14 or something like that?
On most of them, yeah.
My God, do you ever teach school?
Huh?
That many songs? Do you ever do your real job?
Oh, those are just the ones I've recorded. That's not counting all the ones. I'm writing 4 and 5 songs a week.
You are?
Yeah,
now?
it's just, you always stay writing.
Good for you.
But then we've got one we're working on here through promotion called Dirty Gator Boogie.
Dirty Gator Boogie.
Dirty Gator Boogie. And
I think it should end with romancing with a bear. The gator should romance with a bear.
So now we're gonna have a gator bear romance song on the next one. I've got another one that's in the works called Appalachia Boardwalk. That's about loving East Coast music but being in the mountains. That album follows that path. So
well, good for you. I mean, at least you own it. Like, you know what I mean? You own it.
Yeah, I like to be the different guy.
Definitely. So you were playing at the Listening Room last night.
Yes.
What was that there? Just like that? Was that with Kevin Mahoney?
Yeah, I played with Kevin Mahoney and Darryl Wallace. We had a fantastic round, and that's one of those venues where you go in, and we actually have people do a Q&A during the show. Like someone in the crowd legitimately raised their hand to ask a question, which made me feel like I was at work. But they raised their hand, and it was amazing. And they asked great questions. They asked, hey, what's the story behind your guitar? And
What is the story
fun.
behind your guitar?
Yeah, let us hear it. Don't keep us out.
The one I've got tonight is a 63 Gretsch that I picked up. I adopted from North Carolina. I've always wanted a vintage Gretsch.
In
and
a
I finally
swamp?
found one. No, she wasn't in a swamp. She was in the mountains.
You got to do a song about a bear and an alligator.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I try to play a different guitar every time I hear. I don't think I brought the same guitar at any.
Yeah. Now, you are like a vintage guitar collector too.
I try.
To a degree. I mean,
To a degree.
How many guitars you got?
I've only got like 74, 75 now. I was
Wait. Say that again. How many guitars?
74, 75.
God, that's
at
a lot
one
of
time,
guitars.
Like my mom
I
had
was in
sewing
the
machines.
90s. So, but there's a secret, and if my wife's watching, honey, don't watch right now. If it's a Gretsch, I can get away with buying it. She loves Gretches, so, and she's rolling her eyes right now. I can feel it.
We'll see if she's on here.
Oh, she is.
She's
oh,
on
no.
here.
Tell her to chime in.
Yeah, she said. She also said John Farty wasn't from the Bayou.
No, he wasn't. Fogarty's from California, so it's
Oh,
just
she's
like.
schooling you.
Yeah. She. Don't ask me Tom Petty stuff because she'll school me on that. That's her genre there. So she loves Tom. Of course, everybody does. But.
So what would you consider to be your idols that you listen to create your music?
He just told you now.
Well, I mean, yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
Like who? Like what artist I look at? Yeah. When I was growing up and seeing stuff going on around me, John Mellencamp and Springsteen were singing about about home. For me, they were singing about farms and singing about people working and things like that. So I naturally gravitated to that. I love Creedence, and then Fogerty's solo stuff later. Bryan Adams, I really got into. I had the pleasure of getting to meet him one time. Very super nice, very humble gentleman. Amazing artist who no one realizes has like 20 albums.
Right.
So everybody, and then John Cafferty. John Cafferty probably had the biggest influence on me because when I was 18, I met him after a show and we talked for about 45 minutes. And it was just amazing seeing somebody that I thought was at a level I would never, ever attain, talking to some kid from the mountains of Southwest Virginia. And then, I love his music, and I love that sound. I'd love to have a band with saxophones and all that big, huge band, but that would mean you'd make about $1.98 if you play a show anywhere by the time you pay everybody.
$75.
Yes, $75 divided 15 ways.
Yeah.
That's here's you an M&M for dinner.
But maybe that would be something good for you as like a showcase, like do it one time. Just like put a concert together and do it one time.
Yeah, we've had that conversation many times that I need to do a band thing, and it's.
Have you ever done a
do it
band?
when you get younger? I mean, what's the deal? Like, come on.
I did it a few times, and there was drama.
Right.
And it's just
always.
like I'm a non-drama person, and I couldn't. I didn't understand that. I always thought it was just about playing music and having a good time, and it turned into drama, and
I get it.
that got me out of it for now. You never know what'll happen though.
Just do one show at like Country Tonight or the Tennessee Theater or the Bijou or something. Like one show.
That's.
One
My
night
wife
only.
is probably sitting there going, "Yes, make him do it."
Right.
She's been wanting me to do that forever.
Sounds fun to me. I love horns and big band. Let's do it.
Only one of the albums I've done. One album has a band on it, and that was my very first one. And that was me and my dad, our band at the time. So
Cool. Now you also have a duo group that plays out a lot. You and Kevin, and you guys are called the Wandering Souls.
Yeah.
Where are you guys playing next?
we are. I think we're at the Townsend Abbey in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Gotcha.
I think the first show we have for this year is in February at the Townsend Abbey.
Cool.
We play there about once a month. That's where we do pretty much the Wandering Souls thing. We've done a few shows at the Listening Room together, but it's I'll have to look and see how many we have booked. There's
you stay booked a lot.
We booked, we're
know.
booked into December right now, and we're running out of dates for bookings. So
that's a good problem to have.
that's a good problem to
it's a
have.
real-
It's
good problem
hilarious. So like, I guess this was last year. He's like, man, my wife's getting mad. I'm playing too many shows. I gotta like play less shows. And this year he's like, we gotta be careful on how many shows we got booked. I said, okay. And I started booking, feeding him all these dates. And he's like, I have no time off.
Yeah, we're
Makes the marriage last longer, I guess.
well,
'Cause she'll be cooled off by the time you get home and find out you've been hoodooing her over these guitars.
Well, I taught my granddaughter a very valuable lesson the other day because it was just me and her, and I said, what happens at the music store stays at the music store. You don't tell Mimi. And she told her. But anyway,
But Mimi,
she's
at least
working
it's
on
not.
it.
At least it's not drugs or poker or gambling or something. At least something good comes out of it. Mimi.
My wife is amazing about music. She has been the most supportive person in the world for this. So it's she lets me do my thing. So that's
Speaking
awesome.
of doing your things, are you going to play more music?
He is gonna play more.
I
How
can play
can
more
people
music.
follow you, get in touch with
Yes.
you, all that good stuff?
I'm on Facebook, Chris Long Music, and then my website's Chris Long Official.
Official.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a football player with the same name as me, and it runs into issues of. I think there's a rapper out of Sweden or something like that too. There's a Chris Long somewhere else that's a
Everywhere.
musician.
At least it's music.
It's a very common name, I guess.
Definitely. Well, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, then we'll be right back with Chris. Chris, thank you so much for being on the show again
thank you
today.
for
Thank
having
you,
me.
guys.
And looking forward to listening to more music. And also, he does have new music coming out. We are working on that currently, and we'll have that out to the public pretty soon.
Yeah. Thank
So-
you guys for watching us tonight. Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thanks, our California jumper, Mr. Perez, being here on the show today. It's a pretty
Definitely.
good show.
Definitely,
Good
definitely.
show.
So let's do a quick commercial break, and then we will come right back to Chris playing some music. And
How
we're
y'all
back.
doing?
Boom, boom. So,
Everybody. It's been a good day today.
It has been
It's been a
day.
really good
It's
day.
Been a great day. It's about, for me, about to get really long. I'm going to be here until about 5 a.m.
Are you complaining?
No.
Okay, cool.
No. But I did take a nap in the studio while people were recording yesterday, and they were taking photos of me. It was kind of funny. But that's just the way it
They
goes.
should have drawn. Would y'all draw thing? Oh, I don't want to talk about the head. I was going to say, would y'all draw thing with Sharpie markers on his forehead when he falls asleep at work the next time?
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't do that.
Absolutely. I love it.
Josh is like, I got it. We're going to draw weird things on his face. So,
Take pictures.
Yeah, definitely. I want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Remember, this is a live stream. You can share this. This is streamed on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. It is also aired on OXB Radio with Gray Fox McCall himself. We have a lot of great shows coming up. The shows are booked out for months and months in advance. We are currently looking for more guests. So anyone that's an actor, person of influence, comedian,
Small business.
owners.
OXB Radio loves small business.
Yeah, small business
Please.
owners, anybody who wants to, get their word out there about who they are and what they do and what they sell.
Well, can I mention tomorrow night? I
Yes,
wasn't going
please
to,
do.
but we over at OXB Radio, Taz Cable put together this platform for small businesses to network together and share customers and get more reach and exposure by networking some of their products. So we have a new show starting tomorrow. I'm hosting it we'll be live at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Taz is going to do a class on how to submit, if you have a small business, like how to submit the items or how to load them into the system to make it easy for everybody. And we're doing that at 6 o'clock and then going live at 7. But in the future, it'll be like a virtual market for small businesses every Thursday for a couple hours at 6 o'clock. So
Definitely.
small business, big deal. But this big deal is Chris Long.
Chris Long, take us out, man.
All right. Song's called Cry on Me.
I call my baby on the telephone. I know you're lonesome, home all alone. So don't worry, baby, be your shoulder to cry on. Someone gone. Just cry on me, just cry on me, and I'll come running anytime that you need. So darling, cry on me. And I call my baby, go knock on the door, surrounded by memories, lying there on the floor. So don't worry, baby, be your shoulder to cry on, someone you rely on when everyone's gone. Just cry on me, just cry on me, and I'll be your white knight when you're down on your knees. Just cry on me, just cry on me, and I'll come running anytime that you need. So darling, cry on me. And in those moments, long and harsh as iron, we'll throw the past straight into the fire. Make some new memories, make a few of our own. So cry on me, darling, anytime that you want. Right here, baby, right here by your side. So cry on my shoulder, darling, cry all night. Empty bottle of whiskey, empty conscience regret. It's time that I live, so don't forget. Just cry on me, just cry on me, and I'll be your white knight when you're down on your knees. Just cry on me, just cry on me, and I'll come running anytime that you need. So darling,